Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Dream of Crafts. My name is Deanna and this is Sunday Craft and Chat. I'm going to be working on some more cards, so I've kind of got some pre-prepped. All the decorative cardstock and the white cardstock that I'm using is from my scraps. So I am, like I said last week, we're going to be working on cards for the foreseeable futures on Sundays and using up scraps. Now my scrap bin I showed a couple weeks ago or last week is quite big, but it's dwindling down. So I've got some Easter cards here with a little bit of Easter decorative cardstock that I had in there. I did go through and throw away some I know I'm not going to use after this, so we're going to use up what I have selected and then get 2 cards out of that and we will be done with that. So like I said, these are all scraps. So this is a standard card base, pre-purchased card, and I have the envelope here. This is, I believe, yes, 6.5 by 5 inch card base. I have this piece of cardstock here, which measures 6 1/4 by 4 3/4. I have punched it with my little rabbit punch here, just on the very bottom. We're going to add some decorative cardstock to that, just these scraps of this here. So I'm literally just going to cut a couple little pieces off like that, and we'll glue those to the back of that just to pop them bunnies up a little bit. So I hope everybody's doing well. I can't believe that it's, the middle of February already. It's crazy how fast everything is moving along, but so then that adds us just a hint of blue. And this was actually from a tutorial I did on a little Easter album. So that will be in this paper collection was leftovers was from that. So that would be in my mini albums file in my YouTube videos. So we'll go ahead and we're going to glue this down to the top there. But yeah, and it's quite a cute little mini album. It's got lots of little flips and stuff, and it turned out good. So, like I said before, I love doing the mini albums, but I'm only going to start doing them if they are gifts for somebody or something I'm actually going to use, because otherwise I have stacks of mini albums that I've done that are just sitting there. It's just a tiny bit crooked. I'm going to try to correct that a little bit. Just sitting there stacked up. So everybody's like, oh, you should sell those. Well, yeah, I should, but I have tried a couple different garage sales and stuff, and they didn't sell. So, and you just got to have that. And I don't have an Etsy account. I have a YouTube account. So this was also a nice size scrap that was left. One of the tags from that collection. So we're just going to glue that on top of our white, just like so. Center that on there. As I said, these are going to be very simple, easy cards. And then I had some leftover Valentine's, just this much of Valentine's left that I saved, and we're going to do something with that just to keep that all contained in one thing here at the very end. Okay, so that's the inside. Now I do have a stamp for Easter, and I'm going to stamp Easter blessings on here, but on the inside I've ordered a stamp that is more related to Christianity, and so I'm waiting for that to get here, and then I will stamp the inside with that. So this was another scrap, and I've just cut a base white for that. And so we will glue this little bunny here to that. But I want to I think in that one it's got more He is risen and things like that, and I would like to add that because that, after all, is Easter is about. So, all right. So we'll put this little rabbit here. Okay. I know we can get sidetracked with all the different things that go on during our Christian holidays, and it's easy to get sidetracked with the different things that they put out there, you know. So with the celebration of the rabbits and all that kind of stuff, but we do an Easter egg hunt with our little ones. We only have one little one now, and that is my granddaughter. The boys are all the youngest boys are 15, so they aren't much into the Easter egg hunt so more, but we usually give them the younger ones a Easter egg hunt, and unfortunately she does it by herself now because she is the youngest. So we do that, and we let her have an Easter basket and things like that. But we also teach them that the reason for the celebration for Easter is Jesus, and that He is risen, and that He died for us, and so to let us be forgiven for our sins. And so we want them to realize that, yes, we can enjoy the fun things, but we also have to learn where it really comes from too. So, and she's eager to learn all the different things. She's very good about wanting to learn new things. I haven't used this stamp before. I've used Happy Easter, but I haven't used this particular one here. I'm going to grab my black memento ink, tuxedo black here. See, there we go. And I probably didn't state that all correctly and stuff, but you know, you get oh, that stamped beautiful. Well, that did stamp beautiful. Look at that. Okay. So we got a nice crisp stamp on there. There we go. We got that. And then, like I said, I will put the other stamps in here when they arrive. And let's go ahead and maybe, oh, I had my little mini weenie dog up on my table last night, and I can see a couple hairs on there, and that will drive me absolutely crazy. Let's go ahead with how about this Happy Easter one here, and we'll put that down on the envelope. Okay. There we go. It's a nice stamp too. And I haven't used this one either, so we're gonna, like I said, I have tons and tons of stamps, but I haven't been making many cards in the past. I want to get into making a lot more cards. And ooh, that's a pretty one too. Just bring this over here. I'm going to stamp it right in this corner here. There we go. And that turned out to be a nice stamp too. There we go. So the envelope is done. There we go. So we're going to just kind of slide this in our envelope. And the next one is a piece that is, my ruler here. This original piece was 9 by 6 1/4. Fold in half, and this is going to fit in just a standard envelope that I purchased at the store. So that's why it was cut to that, so it would slide in there nicely. This was already built scrap that I have. I'm going to add that right to the top here. Excuse me. And let's see here. I thought about cutting these two sections off, but I think I want to just add, and this is on a base of white. So pink decorative cardstock was already on a base of white in my scrap bin. So I'll give it a nice sturdy. And I'm just eyeballing it here. There we go. And I've cut 2 strips of that same blue that we used underneath the rabbit there. I'm going to just kind of cut those down. And we'll just add those to each side. Just to pull in some blues. It's kind of a grayish blue color. Very easy on the eyes, and it does have like little smudges of like an antiqued brown color, like the paper's antiqued, aged, I guess. This scrap was already in with the little rabbits punched out already. So we're going to add that to there, but I again want to use this scrap piece here and just cut 2 little pieces off of that. And we'll add that to the back of this one to pull in that blue. So just like that. But yep, this is already done. So I used that bunny in that whole album. So maybe I'll give you a walkthrough of that album real quick here before I get off of here. There we go. I'm going to put this on the top there, just like that, and just kind of center it. Then this was cut down from a scrap, and I thought that might look nice right there. So just layering, just using up these scraps. Nothing super fancy this week, no fancy flips or anything like that, just easy basic card. And we'll put that up, and I have this piece from that, and we're going to glue this piece of white scrap down on there, and that is where our sentiment will go. And I will do this sentiment later on too. So it's a little crooked there. There we go. So that sentiment will be added later on when I get my new stamp in. And we'll just put that there. That'll give us room enough for a sentiment and for me to sign on the bottom. These 2 little pieces of scrap here can just be thrown away because I'm not going to save them. I also had some of this scrap, which is pretty, but I end up throwing most of that away too because it's not, I don't know. I just didn't see a use for it right at this time. So, and I'm going to start being more careful of what scraps I save. So yeah, so there's that card. And again, we'll do the stamp on the inside. Let's go ahead and stamp this one with that same circle stamp that we used on the envelope of the last one. And we're just going to get right down there. Perfect. There. Gives the envelope a little something. And we'll slide this inside there. I did, Lori and I were shopping a couple weeks ago, and I did pick up a bin for storing cards. And it is pretty big, but yeah, we got it at Michael's. It was a Tidy Ordinance or something. It's a card keeper. And I want to say it was like, here, I'll pull this. Sorry about the noise. I'll pull the sticker off here. Whoops, sorry, bumped you. So this is the sticker, and it was Michael's, and they were almost $20, and we used a coupon. I think we were able to get, I think they had only 20% off that day, but they're not the only ones. They don't have the best of coupons lately. You know, Hobby Lobby doesn't, well, I don't know. Everybody's got to try to make money where they can. So we'll just slide these down in there for right now. And okay. So now the other thing I wanted to do was mess with these pieces of Valentine's. So I have all these pieces left. And I thought, well, let's see what we can do with them. So I figured I would take a sheet of cardstock. And let's go ahead and use a 12 by 12 and see how far we get. So I'm just going to grab 12 by 12 sheet of white cardstock here. And we'll just start adding these things to it. This way we can cut this down into pieces, and we're just going to quilt it. So we'll just start adding different things. Well, we chat a little bit, and hopefully it won't take too long. It's nice. So it's just like a, and I'll just leave a little sliver of room between each piece. Nice little card here. If it needs trimming down, I'll trim it down. So this is my new cutter I just got, the We Are Memory Keepers. I kept seeing people use it, and I thought, oh, that looks like a nice one. So I did order this off of Amazon. Oopsie. Amazon a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to keep it square or rectangle, and then we'll just glue this whole thing on there. I'm just going to keep it as simple as possible, and where it cuts when we cut it apart. Let's see here. We'll just line this up. And then whatever I have left out of this, I probably won't keep it. I'll probably just get rid of it. Let's go ahead and see if we got a narrow one here. Okay, so I want to get one of these down here. Got that like that. So I'm just going to kind of mark it with a pencil. And I'm going to cut it like right, trim it right there. And it'll fit down on the bottom there. So yes, so I've used it a couple times here and seem to like it so far. So far, so good. Seems to cut nice. Can't get my fingers in there. There we go. We'll just add this down here. You can use either side. This is all double-sided. So, oh, I left just a little bit too much room, so we'll get in there and we'll see here. Can we get this on there? We'll add a sliver of polka dot. So let me trim that here. Get rid of the, need a flat edge there. Authentique, get that off of there. And then just a sliver, just a tiny sliver. Because I cut that just a little bit too short. So let me see here. And I was having trouble with my focusing again today. So hopefully it I don't know, it might be time for me to just get a new camera. I'm not sure. It still works. I notice sometimes it cuts out a little bit, but it works pretty good. There we go. Let's go ahead and get some of these different ones here. This is a nice size one. Get that in there. A lot of different, I know there's some graphic 45 in here. I see just a little white edge on there. I want to get rid of that. Graphic 45, authentique, bunch of different brands and styles here. And this one is just from a graphic 45 page. And we'll just right there. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. It's just kind of a quilting thing. We've got some graphic 45 stamps. And what we'll do, we'll just end up cutting and filling in spots with just pieces. So let's go ahead. This is just kind of a fun way to use up papers. And you could even use this as a layout or something once you got it done. You could use the whole thing as a layout. All right, we've got some black and white stripe. Hold that. Let's see what we got here. Full tag. We got a couple of these here. Let's go ahead and use up this, I think, here. Like that. Boy, I'm not getting the glue to the corners very good there. Got this one here. Ooh. Maybe like that. Okay. So hopefully I'll be able to use all these. And not have many scraps left. Here's another stamp. Go ahead and put this down in the corner there. And just trying to use up all of this stuff in the best way possible. Let's go ahead and add this to the top there, maybe. And you can just throw it away too, or keep it. But I'm just getting, I mean, some of this has been in my scrap bin for a long, long time. And I'm going to try to thin some of that. Yeah, let's trim this down. It says, if you will be my Valentine, all my secrets shall be thine. Okay. So, well, these smaller pieces are hard to cut on here. Okay, like so. Then you need another piece to get to. There we go. All right. Let's maybe stick that up here. Okay. Again, trim off that little bit of white there. A little bit of white edge. There we go. Oh, maybe get you down here. Maybe just like that. Okay. And then this has just a little bit of black edge on it, so we'll just kind of trim that off. like so. And we can add that here. Here. Okay, we'll add that there. So then next year, then I can just come in here, maybe cut pieces apart for cards or something and get a mix. Not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do yet with that. I'll probably, because it's going to take up, it won't fit in my bin, I'll probably put it in my 12 by 12 bins with the, with my layouts, my shadow box layouts. And down over here. Okay. Let's see, I don't know. I am not sure, but we'll just putz with this today. February would be a good one, right? Like that. Sweetheart. These are all sections from Graphic 45. Oh, that one fits right in there, perfect. And then get a nice narrow one here, maybe. Okay, so then I just mark it with my pencil. Slice that off. The trimmer right there. Okay. So now it's just filling in. So let's see here. Oh yeah. You can use that to fill in there. Just going to trim to even that out. Yeah, it has a little bit higher on one side than the other. There we go. And we'll just put that in there. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because it's going to be cut apart. You're probably going to put something on top of it anyway. I think we can use this little piece here. And I need to cut it down just a little bit. I'll follow that white line there first. And we're going to cut it down a little bit further. Maybe trim just this edge off of here. I want it to just kind of slide in there a little bit easier. Looks a little crooked. There we go. That one's the right height. So let's go and figure out the width. It's like right in here. So it's a nice quiet day today. My husband is out at the shooting range, shooting skeet. So thought I'd get this out before he comes home, and hopefully I'll get it out before he comes home. Maybe not. If not, the dogs are going to light right up. Okay. Don't have any of the polka dot. Let's go ahead and add some polka dot. Look, this nice long there. Right like that. All right. Lined up there, maybe. There and there. Oh, goodness. We almost got this finished. Loie came over the other day. We're putting together a new album for her soon to be arriving great grandbaby. So we're going to do that. Again, probably this week, work on that. And so, and we actually used that album that I was telling you about. We used that album to, I'm just going to use my scissors. I'm trying to see where I marked it. We used that album to kind of create a base idea for the Easter album. We used the Easter album to kind of create a base idea for the babies album. So we kind of had fun doing that the other day. And let's see here. I'm just going to need a little square here. So I'm going to try to get that rose out of there. Let's see. Okay. And yeah, it's turned out pretty good. So we'll get that done probably this week. I'm not sure what day she's going to come on over. Work on getting that finished for her. Baby is due, well, I think in about 2 weeks or so. So we got most of it built the other day, and so now it's just going to be going through and I think just decorating the pages, I think, is what we got to do. So yeah, so it'll be fun. Get that done for her. I'm sure she's going to like it. There and there. Okay. So yeah, that was fun. We enjoy spending time together. So time doing that. She was getting kind of tired towards the end of the day, and so we just I said, let's just push through this, and we'll get it done, and you don't have to worry about it. She's worried it's not going to be finished in time, so we just kind of pushed through and got it all ready. That is crooked. So I'm not sure why, but let's straighten that out. You can follow the dots along and get pretty close to where I have to be. I think even more. Just a little bit of dot showing. There we go. That should be better. Oh yeah. So yeah, so other than that, it's been kind of a quiet week. Brooklyn, my granddaughter, had 2 half days this week and a Friday off, so for conferences. So I had her extra time, but and she is. I've been telling her so many years that she's an artist that now she'll tell people I'm an artist. It cracks me up. But you know, everybody is an artist in my eyes, because if you create something you love and you enjoy, then, you know, you don't have to have a degree in art at a college to be an artist. You just do what you like to do, and that's just how, you know, it's just how I feel. I really honestly feel that everybody is an artist, and everybody likes different things, and they might like something I do, but they might want to put their own twist on it. It doesn't mean that they aren't an artist. It means that they like a similar type of thing, but they're going to do it a little bit different to match what they like, what appeals to them. So I just get a kick out of her. She's a funny little girl. She's a funny little girl. She had dance with her dada last night, Saturday night. It was a dance at the school for father-daughter dance, and she was looking so forward to it. My husband and I had purchased her a new ball gown for it, so she was extremely excited, and her mom took her to the salon and had her hair and a little bit of makeup done. We don't allow her to wear makeup usually, but a little tiny bit of makeup because she's only 6. So, little tiny bit of lip gloss and stuff. But yeah, had her hair done. So, and she said she had a good time. She called me last night after they got back, and I had her dad take a bunch of pictures for me for her album, and so yeah. So she was so excited. She had an actual countdown going for weeks from the time we got the paperwork from the school. She was, how many days, how many weeks, and so we would go to the calendar and we would count down. But yeah, she was so excited, and they had a great time. She says we had cookies. Oh, what was the other thing she said? And water. And then she looked at me and she said, from the drinking fountain. And I kind of laughed because I prefer her not to drink water from the drinking fountain because I just don't like her intaking all the extra fluoride that her body doesn't need. So, and she knows this, so she had to put that in there. It's funny how the 6-year-olds say, watch for your reaction. I said, oh, okay. That's good. I said, they didn't have no punch for you? She said, no. I said, oh, yeah. So, yeah. She's funny. She's a funny kid. Lots of fun to be around, and she's entertaining. She's a bit entertaining. But I think they all are at that age, Even I remember the boys being, little like that, and they would just make me laugh so hard because the wonderful things they come up with, and it's only from a child's mind that they can see the world in such a way, and unfortunately, as we get older, we lose that ability to see that part of the beauty of the world, that all that innocence, you lose your innocence, I guess. So it's fun to see that and get to enjoy that. We go through different seasons in our life where we're busy raising our children, and then your children are grown and you have kind of I don't want to call it a lull, but a time period where you don't have any of that young freshness, the child stuff in your life. And then your grandbabies come. And so then you got it. And then they start getting a little older and you don't have that again. And then if you're blessed enough to be able to be around when your great grandbabies come, then you get that newness again, that new freshness again of youth, and so lucky for those who are blessed to be around for all that. And I know Lois got, I want to say, I know she's got great-grandchildren, but I don't know if she's got any great-great. I would have to look. Lois is actually my cousin, and we are 10 years apart. So, but we enjoy each other's company, and we usually see each other about once a week. Sometimes more. Sometimes it's a couple weeks go by, especially during the holiday season when things get really busy. You know, you don't have all that time. Here's this one. I think I'm just going to trim this down for the February part because the dates are wrong on here. So let's just trim this down and fill that in. And that'll be the last little piece. It's not too bad. And you can cut them down smaller. I've used a lot of just strips before. And just tiny strips and fill them in. It makes it more interesting. So let me trim this down a little bit here. See where we're at. I got to go down further. So we're just going to trim this like that. That's not even the part I want. I'm trimming the wrong piece. Silly woman. All right. And that one. But yeah, so, you know, it's fun to watch them grow and learn. And fortunately, I've spent a lot of my time, was able to be home with my children. And my husband worked all the time, and I could work if I wanted. So I had part-time jobs and I had full-time jobs, but I was able to, for most of the part, be home with the children, and that was nice. And then now being able to help my daughter and my son a bit with taking care of his boys at times, and especially when his first one was little. His oldest one. And then, of course, I helped my daughter with the boys when she worked too. So, and now I help Brooklyn, and I still usually pick up. The boys go to school in a different school district than the town we live in. So they get picked up. They're in high school, so they get picked up from school. And Brooklyn did not want to go pick up her brother the other day. Why? Why do we got to go get him? I said, because I'm not going to make him stand outside in the cold. So she had gotten a new gift. Did not want to leave it. My husband and I don't celebrate Valentine's Day for each other. So I bought her a little Valentine's Day gift from me mums and pop-ups. And so she didn't want to go get her brother. She wanted to stay and play with her little Valentine gift. I said, no, we can't leave him. That's not fair. So, but, all right. See, now I've got a whole page, and I can just cut that into sections and use it for card toppers. That's done. All right. What do we have? We're at almost an hour here. And, well, 45 minutes, I guess. Let me get on out of here. And then if you are interested in that other album, this is the scraps I have left too, by the way, from that. So I believe those are just going to go in the trash bin, and we'll slide those in there right now. There we go. So that is taken care of. So as always, thank you for joining in. If you're a subscriber, thank you so very much. I do appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so. Go ahead and click that red subscribe button down in the right hand corner. Bell will pop up. If you hit that bell, you can be notified each time I put up a new video. And as always, I wish you and your family many, many blessings. Hugs to you all. I hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.